Hello and welcome back. And welcome back to a nice sunny and I've just taken the nets off. Right, welcome back to a nice sunny and showery day. So I'm hopefully going to be able to fit in getting all these planted out. So these are mostly brassicas, but I've also got the beans to do. I've also had some close disasters and literally already and I've just taken the nets off with the onions. It's just nice to take them off. This way hopefully I can start to have a good inspection and I can just from here see a run. So I'll go through that in a bit. So these are brassicas already trying to get eaten by this. I can't believe that. They're quite early they are this year. So these are, I'll take the eggs off once it's gone. These are Brussels, red acre, and we've got some Kohlrabi in here, some leftover onions and the Chinese cabbage. Right, so how have you been finding the weather? It's been a real nice cool morning this morning, but last week it was so hot. Right, so I've also got the cucumbers to go out and also the large beans, the Greek gigantes and the Czar. And yeah, last week I nearly had a disaster with all these tomatoes. These are the ones that I'm keeping. These are spares. These are for my mum, and the ones at the front we're keeping here. So I'm going to have plenty of room. It's just a little bit crowded at the moment. Hopefully some of these will be going on Friday. But yeah, it's nice to see that some of them are setting as well. So yeah, last week, so I finished doing the filming and I left them to still be, the rest of them to be potted on. And the next day I was really busy and I had opened up the windows, but I'd forgotten to water them for for a couple of days because I was going to be potting them on. And then I came to pot them on in the afternoon and I came in and they're all here and they'd just all gone over. My heart sank. So I had to leave them in soaking water for around about 1.5 days. No, you shouldn't do that. And quite a few of them. I mean, this is the sun gold. It's not got many leaves on it left now. They're just gone brown, a lot of dead leaves. Well, it's all growing back now and the fruit is also setting. So I really have stressed these out. So like I say, how have you got on with the hot weather we had last week? Right, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get these cucumbers out. I know again that's probably a little bit too early, but we are south facing and even on these cool days we've still got periods of nice sunshine. So I've got 3 of these cucumbers to go out. Right, so these are mini cucumbers. We actually get the plants from a local nursery, so I don't grow these myself from seed. Just find it easier just to buy them, and they're always in a good state when we get them. So I'm presuming just here you may be able to see that it looks like there's some advantageous roots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant it up to around about here and see what we get. But it's really nice to get these out. This for us is the start of a summer season when we get the cucumbers out. And like I say, because that is directly south, they do really well outside, just climbing up this. And we get quite a lot. Normally we just have 2 plants, but this time I thought hedge me bets and see if we can put them a little bit tighter, so they're only about 150 6 inches apart. And we'll see what they get, how well they climb. Well, I'll just finish this off. Right, so like I said, the net's come off and what I'm going to do is to just start going through all these leaves and having a look and see which ones just need taking off. I've got bits that have slug damage on And then we have some with some small runs, which possibly could be small runs. And I'm not going to take any chances. What I'm going to do is just take the leaf off if I see it's a bit damaged. They're looking in pretty good condition, and that's from the last time when I just cleaned up any of the bad leaves. So that's what I'm going to do again. And talking of bad leaves, these are the lettuces. Now most of them are still looking really good. Just one or two has got a few little nibbles on. This one here, the noble one there. But then you look at the Chinese cabbages, and they are really taking a hammering at the moment. Sarah said, "You'll have to let me know which one's the Chinese cabbage." I said, "It's the one that's been eaten." So yeah, it seems to be working really well still. Right, now for the Brussels sprouts. These are Brendan and these are Bridget. So the Bridget ones are a little bit earlier. So because the sun's coming this way, I'm going to go with those there. That's probably the wrong way around. I don't know which one's going to grow the tallest first. But what I've done is I've learnt my lesson from last year. Last year I started them off in quite large pots, and then I transplanted them into one of the beds, and they just didn't work as well. And I'm also staking them up. Last year I didn't stake them up, and they don't like rocking, and this really is quite a windy site. So what these are what are they, 4 feet poles, so they've gone down quite deep already, down to the bottom of the bed. Just so that they got the protection straight away. And with protection comes the Chinese cabbage as well. So I'm putting them to the edge of the beds. I'm finding if I put them to the edge of the beds, they seem to work really well. It's like in the lettuce bed, they worked really well at the edge of the beds. But we'll see how we go. Hopefully these are nice and firm, and if I can tie them in to these supports as I go along, then hopefully we'll get some nice Brussels sprouts. Like I say, the Bridget is October to December, and these Brendan ones are a little bit later. So hopefully over a nice period of time as well. What I'll do is I'll just finish those off, but in this bed I've also done the parsnips. So I've got 3 rows of the true parsnips. So hopefully I've got nice spacing, and then down here will be another row of beetroot, and also maybe along here. We'll see. I'm just trying to use the space because I'm expecting these to grow quite slowly, so I want to maybe even go with 2, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 lots of beetroot. I could get 2 there, couldn't I? 2, so I could get maybe 4 in. We'll see. I don't want to push it, don't want to crowd everything all up, because that's just enticing the slugs to come in if it's they go off, or the leaves get a little bit hammered. Right, I'll finish this up. Right, so that's the Kohlrabi in, about 6 inches, 150 spacing, and I've got some more seedlings. So what I will do is maybe do another rows of turnips later on, and the seedlings for the Kohlrabi go here. Because just at the end I'm going to put in a courgette. That's going to be the green one. I've forgotten the name of it. I was humming and hawing whether to put that one in now, but I think I may leave it just another week, just in case. So what I'm doing is I'm saving a couple of the Chinese cabbages for. There's a yellow one going to go at the end there, and a green one here, because these spinaches, You know, they look all right now, but give it a couple more weeks, especially in this sunshine, and they'll be bolting. So just need to plan for these next bits then. And so here I'm going to do 2 rows of turnips. Now I know you're supposed to do it 300 apart, but what I'm going to do is just do a sprinkling here and then a sprinkling there and there. So there's only going to be 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe in the same here. Right, and these are snowball. So this one's just going to be a little sprinkling there, about there. And what I'll do is I'll just thin this out to a nice evenly spaced when they come up. Right, purple sprouts and broccoli next. That's the summer version. Right, so it's the next morning now, and these purple sprouts and broccoli, they've survived the night. So that's a good start for them. They've all got the Chinese cabbages in there, and I've also put them on these bits of wood just to raise them up off the ground. Right, so these purple sprouts and broccoli, they're summer version, and they're supposed to get up to around about just under a metre, 0.9. So I don't know whether I've actually undercooked the tubs. They're 20 litre, and I've got 30 litre ones, but I'd have to shift them around if I did 30 litre. I want to put a few bits more in front of here as well. So I'm going to leave them at 20 litre just for this year, see how they go, see how big they get, and then I may I may change my mind halfway through the week and just see how they go anyway. Right, so I've still got to do the green acre and the red acre cabbages, and what I'm going to do is leave them for the next couple of days, because right behind us we've got a big black cloud, and what I want to do is to try and get in the Czar, the giant Greek gigantes, and the beiju minus 2, which all need to go into that bed. So let's go and see how well they've germinated. Right, so while I was actually waiting for the tomatoes to rehydrate again, what I did was I've rebarked this pathway, and what I did is I actually sieved all the old bark, and all the bits that went through I've kept hold of, and all the big bits just got remixed with the new bark. So this is the sieved bark. Let me just show you. Just get a nice handful. This actually is the second take. I actually missed the camera last time. Hopefully you can actually see that this time. So it's a real nice mixture, and what I'm going to do is I was actually thinking of using it as part of the seed mix for next year, but it's going to have that many of the forget-me-not seeds in already that all I'm going to be doing is just growing forget-me-nots. So what I'm going to do is I just use it now for going into the compost. Every time I do any greens, then I'm putting in some of this, and so I'm going to be doing that for most of the paths. So they're going to be a bit patchwork here, because I've got 8 or 9 bags of these already, so that's around about 25 litres, so there's a fair amount I've already got to use up. So what I need to do is use that up, and then I'll do another bit of a path, do a bit down there, and I could just keep on using this as the brown, especially over the summer when it's a bit harder to get hold of. That's what I'm going to be using. Right, it's just starting to slightly spit, so I really do need to get on with these beans and stop waffling. Right, just in case it doesn't stop raining, what I've done is I've put in a trench of new, well, rejuvenated compost. I'm just going to place the beans on top of it and then cover it up, and it should be covered about 5 centimetres by the time I've finished with them. Right, I don't think this is going to stop, so I've got to carry on. So these are the Czar. Is it? Yeah, these are the Czar, and you can see how big they've actually got or swollen up, and they're growing really fast. If I compare them with, this is one of the Greek gigantes, they're growing a little bit slower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on the far side of the bed and put the Greek gigante on the near side of the bed, so hopefully these don't shade out the other side. So I'm literally winging it on how big the sprouts are, and that's what I was going to do, just to see which side to put them on, because I've never grown any of these before. There's quite a lot of things it's first time this year, and so I'm just trying out different things just to see. So I think I may do the picture of me actually sowing it in next week's video, because actually here's the one of the Greek gigantes. They've all germinated, all except for that one. That one's just gone a little bit mushy. So that's pretty good rate. And you also get an idea, because they've swollen up so much, the actual size of the beans. But these, let's go with this one. This Czar is not a bad size compared to it as well. Right, so like I always say, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again.